This is not the proper time for my awakening. Something's gone very wrong.
Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to another episode. And also time for another review. So this time I'm going to be talking about Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. Part of this collection is Lunar Remastered Collection. And yeah, I beat the first one a couple of days ago actually. Last week I had beaten the game and everything like that. I know, I went in guys. I know you guys are probably saying like, damn, went through that quick. It wasn't really a long game, honestly. It wasn't that long. I thought it was going to be longer than that, honestly. It was kind of a little bit, so I could say you could say a little bit disappointed. I should say I can say pretty much I wanted to be a little bit longer and everything like that, but it was a good game and everything. It was good. I enjoyed it. The story, the ending was really the story I loved. The ending was great and everything. It was really sad at the end and everything like that. So I was like, damn, I felt so sad and everything at the end, but it turned out good in the end and everything like that. I don't want to talk about it for anybody who's still playing it or haven't played it yet and wants to what's it? I mean, don't like spoilers or whatever, and they're gonna be playing this for the first time and everything like that. Good game though, really enjoyed it, and definitely one of my top JRPGs and everything like that. In my list, I should say, and everything like that. We're definitely up there with some great ones I have that I always loved. That I've been playing for years. That I played for years as a child, and everything like that. It was a really good game. Really enjoyed it. One thing I was disappointed in was there was like no free roaming. It was very linear. I thought you can get an airship later on that you could actually manually control and like check out the real map, but you don't, which I was really disappointed with that. And it wasn't really anything after the game either, so I was not happy with that at all. Not happy. Like they should have done something, at least a new game plus some shit, So I wasn't happy with that. But anyways, so with Luna 2 Eternal Blue, I started this one probably like a day after I had completed the first one, everything like that. And I got really far so far. So far, I got really far. And I'm currently playing it right now and everything. I don't know if you guys hear in the back, but right now I'm on the boat. The Destiny is called everything. So you guys, I don't know if you hear the water and stuff like that in the back, the waves. But yeah, but I got really far and everything. And so far, since playing this game, because that's another reason why it took a while to do another video, because I wanted to make sure this was gonna be my next video to talk about. So I wanted to make sure. I mean, this is my next game I want to talk about. Just say I just want to make sure I had enough content, like not really footage, but like more like I should say I wanted to play a good amount of time and everything like that before I do a review on it. I don't want to be like a 15, like play for 15 minutes, 30 minutes like IGN. There's some other, people out there, reviewers. I want to play for a good amount of time, and then I can, talk about what I like so far with this game, and comparing it with the first one. If I like it, if I like it more, do I like it, the same amount, or do I like it less than the first one, or whatever like that. And so far since playing it, honestly, it's good. I mean, like I'm enjoying everything like that, but the first one to me was better. Honestly, like I like the first one a lot. Um, what's the first thing? Like, where can I even start with this one? The second one. Uh, the music, honestly, I'm not too big on. Like, I feel like the whole soundtrack in the first one was way better than this one. Honestly, there's probably like only like I could say like probably one or two tracks, like probably two tracks or three that I actually like in this game in Eternal Blue. The music is not too good on it. Honestly, not the best. Not the best. Especially with the battle themes. I'm not a big fan of the battle theme. Like the regular battle theme, I'm not a big fan of. The boss battle theme is not bad. It's pretty good and everything like that. But I feel like the first game, like the music was just really good. It was like just like great. So I'm gonna say it's great.
Ice storm! Wanna dance?
Dodge this!
I don't know if there's even like one song in the first one that I didn't like. Like they were all good songs and everything like that. I really enjoyed them a lot. And this one, not too much. Um, what else so far? I want to mention. Well, I can't even say so far because I got really far in the game already. So like, I'm pretty sure there's nothing I'm really missing. Like when it comes to like any other like negatives or comparisons between the two. Um, Another one I would say is the world map. Like I feel like they kind of like they kind of like dumbed down on this one with the world map and everything like that. Where it's not as like it doesn't feel as lively as it was in the first one. You have like the clouds moving and everything like that. And this one they removed that. There's like no clouds or whatever you see on the world map or whatever like that. So this makes the world map feel a little bit more dead. It doesn't feel like alive and everything like that. It's still a good world map though. Still a good world map, but the first one was definitely much better and everything like that. But this one is a little bit more like it's like just dull and everything like that. But it's not a bad road map though, like I said. But I don't know why they got rid of the clouds and everything. Like little details like that just makes it better, and everything like that with the road map makes it much more lively and all that stuff. So I don't know why they decided to remove that in the sequel. That's something they should have kept. And what else? I think. Oh, the difficulty. Oh my god. The difficulty, guys. Like this one is a lot more much more difficult than the first one. Like, oh my god. Like I feel like as soon as I started the game, I was like dying left and right. This is crazy. Especially when you get to those bosses, man. Like, oh my lord. Like those bosses have mad health. Like so much freaking health. They take away so much damage, and a lot of times I die from the bosses and everything like that. It's crazy. I'm like I was just like early in the game and everything like that. I can pretty much say I'm still early in the game and everything like that. And I've not really been grinding, but like I said before in these RPGs, I don't run or whatever like that. I just fight along the way as I'm progressing and stuff in the story. and everything. So I got to a really high level and everything like that, like the late 20s. But yeah, the story it's interesting so far. I'm liking it and everything. It's really good. So I give him that. They have a really interesting story, the same as the first one, everything like that. And it's cool that Galleon is back and everything in the second one. So that was nice and everything. I thought he was dead.
That was a record of my best work.
Who's there?
To think anyone would be foolhardy enough to set foot in this place. Fortunately, I now have a chance to surpass it. The world will again be mine on a delicious half-shell. And you can't stop me, Lucia.
How do you know who I am?
Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. I am Galleon.
Galleon?
Yes, I am the same Galleon that was buried and left a cursed memory. And yet I now live again. Truly, if there is a god of destiny, he is fond of plot twists. And so am I. The time is not yet right for our decisive encounter. We will meet again, dear Lucia. It's our destiny.
Hey, wait!
That was cool to see him, and I like so far what's going on with the story and everything like that. I haven't found out what was going on with the Dragon Master. Is the main protagonist that we play as now named Hero is Hero. Let's say it, so to say it, pronounce it that way. Hero. I don't know if I guess he's the new Dragon Master, but I guess we haven't got to that point yet. You know, when he I guess becomes one or whatever like that. Like he's like becomes worthy or whatever, like, you know, pass some trial or whatever, like how it was with the first one when we have to pass the trials with the dragons and everything like that and get the pieces of the armors and you know all that stuff. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that yet. I guess when we get further we'll find out. But like I said, I don't know well, not like what I said, but I don't know if this one is like longer than the first one, because the first one I feel like it was a little bit short. So maybe this one is longer because not they haven't mentioned anything about the Dragon Master yet, you know, and if Hero is gonna be one. So I guess when we get further we'll find out. But I did get a a good amount of like length in this game and everything so far. But yeah, so yeah, so like I said, yeah, the story is good so far. It's definitely interesting. It's keeping me hooked and everything with the story. And that's one thing I could say with these Lunar games, like the stories are really good and they do keep you invested into the game. You know, is that you don't get bored halfway through or whatever like that. You don't want to play anymore. It keeps you hooked, keeps you like like sucked into it, and you just want to keep playing. You know, and what else? I don't think there's any other positives because mostly negative. But like I said, the difficulty it is hard. It's much harder, especially those damn bosses. Like, oh my god, bosses are crazy. Um, Damn, I'm trying to think of what else. I don't really know any other positives, honestly, but there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of negatives. Um, I mean, it was cool to see some of their some characters, from the first one and everything. Well, so far only two that I've seen, and no, three actually. I saw Null already, the dragon. I saw Ramus, who was the guy with the glasses, like the little nerdy boy, whatever, who became a shop owner and everything like that. He's still in this one, and who else did I see? Oh yeah, and Galleon, and that's about it so far. I haven't seen anybody else in the first one, but I do like that thing you get. I don't know the hell how you pronounce it. I think called the bromides or something like that. Whatever. It's like these like you can like go around. You can collect these it's like I guess you could say like poster or whatever like that, which like each character and stuff like that. So I got a couple of those already of the characters from the first one and everything. And then when you select in the item inventory, it just shows like a little like I don't know how you say, like a little cutscene, whatever like that, showing it like up and down with the article, the poster, whatever like that of them, the character on it, and everything. I think that can include it into the footage so you guys could see what I'm talking about. I don't really know how to explain it. But yeah, so that's cool that they have that and everything like that. I guess you could say like an art gallery, something like that. But yeah, so that's cool and everything. And I'm guessing maybe down the road we might be seeing some more characters from the first one. Maybe I don't know. But I doubt any of them will probably be on our team. Like we're gonna join up with anybody. So like that's gonna join us, I should say, in a fight. Against Galleon and other people and stuff like that. But yeah, and what else I can think of? I noticed that we do visit a lot of like other towns as well. I noticed as well, like there's Vane. We go to Magic City of Vane, and also we go to Maribia, however you pronounce it. But I noticed something with those two towns. Like they really really just dumbed down on it a lot. Like it's much smaller now and everything like that. So I was like, damn, why the hell they did this for? So it was much smaller. It's just like only one like section you're in now and everything like that. So I feel like that was a little bit lazy to do shit. Lazy don't do that shit. I don't like that. Don't like that because I remember in Maribia they had like the two sides. There was one for the port area, and then the left side was going to that street. I forgot what it was called. Man, I forgot the name of it. It was Black something Street. I don't remember what it was. And now they got rid of those. So now it's just like the center area of the town that you explore, and also the castle, which is now a dojo now and everything like that. In this sequel, and everything like that. And the same thing with Vane. It was just like this one little small area and stuff like that. And they really like this made it much smaller now and everything. So I'm like, why they did that? Why they just didn't leave it alone? I feel like that was the right thing to do. To me, that was just being lazy. Like, why not leave it the same way? But I don't get that. But yeah. So that's a big negative right there. Not really, I wouldn't say like a big negative, but that's something they should just left alone. Like I feel like they just made the places much smaller than the first one, so I don't like that because I feel like the first one the towns was much bigger and everything like that. This one much smaller. And any other positives I gotta say? I think that's, I mean, like negatives I should say. I mean, well, positives I should say. The positives are what I should be looking for, but there's not much so far. Like it's not a bad game, but first one to me was just way better, honestly. I don't know what you guys think, but first one was just much better than this one, much better, and everything like that. But like I said, the story is good, so I am enjoying it with the story. That's what's keeping me really invested into playing, continue playing everything like that. And since I started, I might as well finish it up, and then get started on the next game I want to play that I have in mind and everything like that. So I'm happy that I didn't take too long to start this collection, everything like that. And look at that, I'm almost done. I mean, well, I wouldn't say almost done, but I'm on the second one now and everything like that. So I'm almost done with his entire collection, everything like that. And yeah, been having fun. And I've been having a blast playing them though. I really have, and I am a big fan now of the Lunar series and everything like that. Sucks that there's really only two, I guess you could say, because the ones on the handhelds I heard sucked, according to Reddit. Um, I know there's one in the Game Boy Advance. I don't know how that one probably is, but I do remember the one in the DS though. I know they said it was really bad, and I think that was the one that I had played a long time ago. I didn't like it. I played a little bit of it, and I'm like, yeah, I can't play this shit. But yeah, I think that I'm pretty sure there's no other ones. Cause I have looked it up, and there's no like Luna 3 or whatever like that. Sadly, like I don't know why they never continued with the series because it was great. So yeah, so I guess that's that, right? Because I feel like I feel like sequels now. Cause I know a lot of people always talk about this. A lot of people want this and everything, but I'm kind of like the opposite. I'm against this. A lot of people want sequels to a lot of these games that came out years ago and stuff like that. During the PS1 era and stuff like that. I feel like doing these games now in this era with these type of people, I don't think it would be a good idea. Honestly, it's just best to just leave it how it is, and that's it. Honestly, just keep it dead. That's how I see it. If you want to do a remaster, we keep everything intact and everything. You want to add a few extra features or whatever content in the game like that to add onto the story, then all right, that's fine. But a sequel, nah, I don't think that's gonna work. That's just me. Honestly, that's just me. And I feel like because a lot of these games back then, especially when it comes to a lot of dialogue, I feel like there's a lot of things that you can't really talk about in today's world. A lot of people are really sensitive now in this world to do that. So a lot of things are very politically correct, or in other words, in other terms, wokeness and stuff like that. So I feel like it's not gonna be the same doing that stuff nowadays. Because especially a lot of these developers, they're probably not even around anymore. Or just retired from gaming or whatever like that, being developing games and stuff like that. So I feel like it's not gonna be the same anymore. Like maybe if we was to find more people like devs, like these old school type of devs, or if I was ever to do games like this that wouldn't give a shit and put these stuff in games, then maybe. But I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, on one side, that game High on Life, that game, a lot of shit that happens in that happened in that game when I played it and everything like that. I was shocked. So I mean, hey, it could probably be a possibility that you can still get away with these stuff nowadays when it comes to that stuff, talking about and in the dialogue and certain things, in today's world, whatever. Because like I said, a lot of people is really sensitive now, so I don't know how it would work. But so I don't know. I don't know about sequels honestly for a lot of these old games in today's generation. But I don't know. That's all I can say. Is I don't know. It probably can work. It maybe cannot. I feel like it can't, and just sadly, just leave it there. It's just like other games like Skies of Arcadia. People want to see sequels, which I would love that, but I don't know how that would work in this day and age, honestly. But yeah, but that's about it. I think with that I want to talk about with this game with Lunar Part Two. I don't think there's anything else I missed. Or maybe I did. I mean, the battle system is pretty much the same and everything. It hasn't really changed. I have noticed though, like in the first one, it was a lot much easier to navigate the menus and stuff like that. Because I remember it was easy for me to like just press triangle and bring up the save thing to save and everything like that. In this game, you can't do that. It's like you have to go into the menu, then go to the option, the system settings, whatever, then save that way. I don't know why the first one has it, but the second one doesn't. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get that. But other than that, the battle system is pretty much the same and everything like that. The animations for the skills and everything is like pretty much the same. I guess they're probably slightly enhanced in this one over the first, but not really anything different. Um, and that's about it. Like I'm trying to really think hard if there's like another positive that I'm missing, but I can't think of anything else honestly. Like I said, the story is pretty much the only good thing that so far. That's why I'm still playing everything. Why I'm still enjoying. I should say, the story is really good, and it continues on from what happened, in the first one. So I do like that and everything like that. They spoke about it in the second one now, and they also showed like a scene and everything that from some scenes of things that happened in the first game and everything like that. So I like that. I like that they continue the story. Do love that. Because a lot of these games with the sequel, they don't continue the story. It's like the first one, like those characters don't exist anymore. Like whatever they did didn't happen or whatever like that. So I do like that this game does carry over the story and everything like that from the first. I guess you could say we were not the heroes and everything. Alex and his crew and everything that saved the world and everything from Galleon and all that. So I do like that they did show some of that stuff and cutscenes or whatever like that. And they do mention the characters from the first one that was a part of my team and everything like that. Like with Alex and Mia and what's the other guy's name? Damn, what is his name? The one from Nash, Nash, and people like that. They do speak about them, briefly and stuff like that. Especially when you go to Vane and stuff like that, and Arabia or whatever, however you pronounce it. So that was cool and everything like that. So I do like that they continue the story. That's great. A lot of games don't really do that. Some many games don't do that. Some do, some don't. So I do like that this game does that. Continues the story. But that's like it. I mean, pretty much I go pretty much say it from that. It's like the story I like it, but everything else is just like, not the best. Everything like that. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if you do get an airship that you can actually use and travel around the world map. I kind of want to say is a no. I think I already answered answered my question. I think it's a no. But let's see. Let's see. There might be an airship or something like that. We'll see. Um, yeah, because I didn't like that at all. Like it was just way too linear, and for a game like this from back then, you would think that you hit an airship, you can fly around or whatever like that. Because every other RPG I played back in the days were like that. You get a boat, you get a boat, you get an airship. Some games even get a submarine, like Final Fantasy VII, you get a submarine. And there was another Final Fantasy game I played. I think it was on DS that you get a submarine as well, which is very rare. A lot of RPGs don't have that. And Tales of Eternity as well. That one also you can get a submarine. That's like the only three games I can think of right now. Is that one, Final Fantasy Seven, and the other Final Fantasy, which I forgot which one it was. I think it was three or maybe it was four. I don't remember one of those. But yeah, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. But other than that, great collection. I definitely, which is very rare, but I definitely highly recommend it. Recommend this remastered collection, everything. I recommend this for you guys if anybody really wants this. Well, in your collection or digitally, whatever like that. If you really like, if you like, kind of like not really like up there, like you're not 100% sure that you want to get it. I feel like this is a game that you guys should get. and everything like that. It's definitely good. I can't really talk about like mention anything from the PS1 because I haven't played on the PS1, so I don't know. But for what I'm playing, I like it. It's a really good game and everything like that, and I feel like you guys will enjoy it as well. So yeah, like I said, enjoying this game. Well, the second one I am enjoying it still, even though there's a lot of negatives, but I'm still enjoying it, and I really enjoyed this collection. Definitely was worth the money and everything like that, and I'm really happy to have in my collection. Something I'm definitely gonna be keeping. I mean, especially with the prices going up, so this is something I'm definitely gonna be keeping and everything like that. Maybe I'll probably go through the first one again. Maybe I don't know, like in the future, not now, but by in the future or whatever. But I don't really see much replay value honestly in this, because like I said, the first one there's not really nothing else to do, everything like that. I mean, there's a couple more trophies I'm missing or whatever like that. So if you people, like those trophy hunters out there, whatever like that, you want to get platinum, okay, that's something right there. That's replay value for guys. But for me, like this is not really something I care to do. But maybe in the future, like I said, I wouldn't mind going back and playing over the first one because it was a good game, such a great game. The story was really good, the music, everything was great. I love the characters and everything like that. So definitely, I will go over it again. And the second one, we'll see. When I beat the game and everything, we'll see what my decision is on that. But because I haven't beaten the game yet, but like when I beat it, then maybe I'll just mention that real quick in a future video for you guys, and I'll finally get my final verdict if I believe it's just as good as the first one, or it was just not as good, like a big thumbs down, pretty much everything like that. But yeah, one last thing I forgot real quick. The dialogue I do like that there's humor as well in the second one, just like there was in the first one, everything like that. So I do like that. So yeah, there's a lot of parts that was funny, everything, because it's like one of the games I can think of so far though, guys. Like so far, like recently, I should say, like one of the only JRPGs I can think of that I actually just go around and reading everything, like all the dialogue, everything that all the people in the town talk, like they have to talk about, or whatever they have to say. I read it, everything like that. It'd be interesting, it'd be really interesting and funny as well. So that's why. But a lot of JRPGs now don't really do that, But the ones back then, yes. So I do like that with this collection so far. Like I do like reading the dialogue. And like I said, it does keep you invested into the game and everything like that with the story, with what people are talking about, the humor, all that stuff. Really keeps you hooked and everything like that. And it makes the game really fun, especially when you have humor in the game. Can't make a game that's always like super serious or dull or whatever, like kind of boringish or whatever like that. So I do like that. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. I don't think anything else I missed. If I did, I'll probably just pin it in the comment section. Anything else I had to mention or whatever like that, I can pin it there for you guys to see it or whatever like that. So yes, let me know what you guys thought and everything for you guys that have played it so far or played it back then. What do you guys think of Lunar Part 2, Eternal Blue? Do you guys agree with me or not? Just let me know in the comment section down below. And that's that. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, I'll see you guys next time for another one. Take care.
Hero, look away! You're being rude! I know Grandpa Gwyn taught you better manners than this!
I don't understand. What's all the commotion about?
Well, you're on the wrong side, Lucia.
If you can't shut your eyes, I'll do it for you!
Ouch! That's
I
beautiful,
grew-
Lucia. Althena couldn't have sung that better herself. You know, I almost can't believe that the end of our journey is finally in sight. Once we've arrived at Pentagoulia, you can meet with the goddess Althena and your mission will be complete. Why don't you look happier about that?
You don't understand anything, Hero.
Huh?
I'm saying you don't even have a glimpse of what's really at stake here!
But Lucia...
I came from the Blue Star to find Althena. That's my only mission. Zophar must not be allowed to return to full power. His evil will destroy this world. We must find a way to prevent his return, even if it... No. I came to this world to stop Zophar from reviving, no matter what the cost. Hero, the only hope we have left in blocking his power at this point is to seek help from Althena. After that has been accomplished, my mission here will finally be complete.
Then won't everything be okay?
But then I...
Lucia?
This is all so confusing. I can't stop thinking about what will happen if... Oh, what's happening to me? Why am I hesitating just before finishing the task I set out to do?
Lucia, I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Of course you don't. How could you possibly understand, Hero? Just leave me alone!
Whoa! Hero, look! Is that Pentagoulia?
It's gotta be Ruby. I've heard tales about Pentagoulia, but I never imagined it would be so... unreal.
mine!